if that is the case... on, and... Our band of adventurers, the Talaria, are making their way to Port Honor to meet with Olivia and seek assistance. One part for hiding curs, and now a discussion in regards to Mevelair's psionic powers that appear to be increasing by the day. And also to use it as a stopping point to plan your journey up into the cobbles, to seek the druids within, and find the ingredient to guarantee the success of a ritual of recall. While the initial half of your journey from Refrim to Port Honor had been relatively uneventful, the latter half was the opposite. It involved various mines being scrambled or shattered, injuries from traps, and friendships being destroyed and, in some cases, repaired. However, after all that, you were finally able to get to the Cove near the cobbles, where you were able to hide curs, while the rest of you continued on to Port Honor. With your business concluded at the Cove, you began your roughly 3-day journey to the port. While your morning was relatively uneventful, in the afternoon you had found some fresh tracks leading to a bunch of what seemed like smugglers making a dead man's drop. Through some quick thinking and some great intimidation rolls, you were able to scare the 4 of them off, and with it take their goods, which, inside a crate, was many bottles of Arazarian Oasis, a relatively high-end drink. And so, with the revelation of these various bottles, that is where we left off. So, if I remember correctly, you had all gathered around the crate when you had opened it to show the drink inside.
Yeah, we had.
We're looking inside right now. When you say bottles, do you mean like little beer bottles, or do you mean like those big,
like wine bottle size?
Wine bottles. Okay. Is this wine? Is this beer? Is it whiskey? Do I know?
I would say you would know. You probably, the Nibs Needle probably acquired, shall we say, some aspects of it through the various raids and such. It's not wine. It is more of like a beer. It is known for having a relatively nice cooling effect, almost like slightly frosted ale, in a way.
But it isn't the fucking drink that like racks your brain to wake it up.
This isn't like D&D 4 Loco, is it?
No. At most, if you drink too much too quickly, you might give yourself a bad case of brain freeze.
Okay. So this isn't like the fucking ice shots in Ansor.
No. It has been compared
like a lesser version.
Yes, it's been compared as a much more milder ice shot.
It's just antifreeze.
Essentially sacrificing the iciness for more alcohol, basically.
Which makes sense for Arazar.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, Mev will grab one of the bottles, pick it up, just feel like the heft of it. Fuck, this is fucking lucky. She grins over to Havelock and holds up the bottle. Locke, look at this shit.
Havelock's gonna look over towards her. Yeah, what do we got?
we got fucking Erazari Oasis.
Are you
Tom,
serious?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm fucking look! It's in my fucking hand!
Holy shit!
What were you saying, Ed?
I was going to ask Tom if does Aki recognize Azarian Oasis? Is that like a kind of liquor that his company sold before?
You have traded in it, but not super often. It is a relatively high-end liquor. Honestly, by being that you have dealt with it as a trader, you know roughly a like one of these bottles worth would sell for, depending on the area, between 30 to 40 gold.
Yeah, Aki goes. Wait, Mevela, what did you say the name of this was again?
Azarian Oasis.
I fear in this part of the world we may have just struck proverbial gold.
She actually looks at the bottle in her hand. She's gonna see if it's counterfeit.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Would I get advantage because I've seen this shit before?
You know what? Yeah, I'll say because of your experience with it. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna.
I mean, my
give it a
literal
help.
my trade is smuggling, so
Yeah.
Yeah, and given the fact that Aki's family has infrequently traded in this stuff, I was going to offer the help action anyway.
What did you say again? Investigation?
Yes. You're examining it very closely.
Yep.
For 18. Looking at it, some of them are counterfeit.
Some of them are legit though.
Yeah. Roughly, it's about about 30% of them are legitimate.
Okay.
The others are counterfeit. You can tell just based on, like, you sort of like mess about with the cork. That sort of keeps it all in, and you notice that some of them sort of been pressed in as if someone's like hammered in the cork again to try and make the illusion.
Nate, can you give me 30% of 24?
Yeah, so basically 7.
Beautiful, thank you.
Yeah, so obviously it goes a decimal. 7 of them are legitimate. The rest are
Thank you.
Yeah,
counterfeit.
Mev starts like sifting through them, and she takes out the ones that are legit, and she's gonna grab a bottle of the counterfeit. She's going to pop it open. Some of these that are bullshit.
Ah, damn. I suppose whoever was stowing them here must have gotten them off some merchantman and was burying them underground until whatever arm of the law was chasing them had called off. Presumably he was trying to swindle whatever seller. That's all of them were legit.
Mev nods. Anyone experienced with this shit would be able to tell, though. She is going to pour some of it out. Is the color the same? Like, how does this look?
It is a very sort of like orangey brown color. Whereas Arizari Oasis looks a bit more like almost like a cider color. You know, the color of like apple cider.
Yeah. Okay.
Though just from the smell of the counterfeit one, there's definitely still the smell of alcohol. Actually,
What? Did someone make fucking moonshine? Like,
given you and Havelock, you know, as pirates, you do recall how this scam typically works, where they have a few legitimate bottles for like free samples, and then they sell the counterfeit ones, which is just usually filled with either something that looks like it or just bog standard like ale. or something like that.
Okay. So this is at least alcohol, but it's not good alcohol.
It's not the good stuff. Like you, at eyeballing, it's usually they either buy or steal some ale from an inn and just replace the Arzarian Oasis or whatever high-end liquor they have
Yep.
with just your bog standard inn drinks.
Yeah, Mev just examines it for a minute and looks up at Aki. These guys were probably planning a scam.
Delightful.
This is still alcohol, but I mean, it's not as good as that shit. And she gestures over.
No, but from my experience, that's why there's often a high premium on Arazarian Oasis. Our appraisers usually, whenever we get a shipment in of it, we usually price it at about 40, 50 gold of the market price.
Is that in Naza or here?
Naza. Actually, Tom,
And you guys that are all the way away.
Tom, would that price you gave me earlier, would that be specifically Aki would know that from Naza, or
From Naza.
yeah, so yes. Zach says, I don't know. Is Karmora closer to? Hold on, I'll look at the map. 1 second.
It is way closer to Erzar. Naza is all the way across the fucking world.
Yeah. Aki says, well, of course, given the sheer distance between the country of origin and Naza, they can get away with charging, 2 score and plus in price for this back home.
What does this usually go at here, Tom?
Usually about 20 to 30 gold.
Okay. Is that counting for tax? Second.
That is factoring in any additional payments.
I mean, you said the import is a fucking bitch here. But yeah. Mev nods. It's usually about 20 to 30 here, depending on the quality.
It's not nothing, to be fair.
Well, yeah, it's not fucking nothing, but she shrugs.
Could be enough to
10 gold can make a big fucking difference.
Exactly, it should be more than enough for. Also, do you have anything in mind, Mevela, with all that gold you could possibly get for the genuine articles there?
She side eyes the drinks. I think she looks to everyone else. We could either add it to the fund for Kurz's magic item, or... But frankly, I think people need water-breathing gear.
Isn't that why boats were designed?
Are you going to be able to stop a shipwreck?
I could try. I can't be assured of it, but I can.
She stares at you like, fuck off, come on.
No, I couldn't.
Exactly. I have a feeling we're going to be setting out on the seas somewhat soon.
You don't fear that wreck will be achieved by human hands, do you?
I think it doesn't fucking matter. I think we would run the risk either way. They'll be damned if anyone's going to fucking drown.
All right then. Well, I mean, I have water breathing in my case covered. I can turn into some kind of aquatic creature. Havelock has that. Actually, hold on. Who has the manta ray cloak?
Me.
Oh yeah, sorry. Then you go, and then you've got your cloak, that cloak of yours that allows you easy access in the water. So it would have to be.
Kindling and fur.
What about Havelock?
Fucking. She stares at you. She just fucking stares.
Havelock just slowly turns his face to Aki. What about me?
Oh, of course.
Oh, of course.
No,
Well,
go ahead, Aki.
This whole
What
time, I just
about
assumed.
me?
All this whole time, I just assumed you were very good at holding your breath. Sorry.
You've seen him sleep in the water. Face
I know.
down.
Very good at holding his breath.
I'm hoping you've seen my chest rising and falling. I mean, you stare at it enough to insult it.
Again,
I
no
didn't mean
side
that-
eyes that.
First off, I didn't mean that insult with any sincerity. And second, truth be told, I may have forgotten about that aspect of your talent, Havelock.
I killed my father!
Sorry?
Ooh.
What's happening? What's happening? We haven't even opened any of the bottles yet.
Mev stands up. Alright, chill.
I am chill.
She shakes her head. I say, we take 6 of these, sell them, keep one for ourselves, and, well, we can do anything we want with the shitty ale. Drink it, leave it here as a red herring, you know. Say fuck them.
Yes. Although, what use would we have of that spare bottle?
We drink it? Duh.
Ah, of course. How big is the bottle?
It's a wine bottle. It's a big ass wine bottle.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, so Aki just goes, fair enough. I suppose if you wish to indulge in the near future, we can certainly bring our own private reserve.
She starts collecting the bottles and we'll start like packing them up and everything. And the counterfeit.
I mean, is the stuff in them usually any good? Like, I know the counterfeit, but, you know.
It would be a surprise, I think, maybe to maximize profits. I would presume that it would be any sort of gutter swill. They could probably get their hands on the cheapest thing, the cheapest stuff, the better.
Again, Mev side eyes, but it's usually just generic fucking ale. We can drink it, but, you know, it's not impressive.
Maybe bring
I
a bottle.
suppose.
Maybe bring a bottle or two just in case.
Bring enough to get drunk, yeah. She grins.
And then I suppose, not to arouse suspicion, I think we maybe should take what we want, seal the box up, and leave it back on the ground.
Yeah, she will collect 3 of the counterfeit. And then, put the rest in the box. The rest of the counterfeit in the box. And what, we're gonna seal it back up?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Well, I suppose if this is a dead drop, that means it'd be trading hands, I suppose. Having a dug up empty box might leave might cause suspicion. But half full one of supposedly Arizalian Oasis hopefully shouldn't upset the apple cart too badly.
Yeah, Mev nods just as she's like getting everything settled. Well, we should probably get the fuck out.
Yes. Tom,
Yes.
would I be able to use parts of that trace to hide our tracks as we move out?
I mean, it could make it a bit more difficult for them to track you if they come back and try to.
Okay.
That doesn't
Yeah.
stop our existing tracks.
No, that is true.
Which, Mev will actually point out, cause, oh my god, Shadow. Because I was actually just thinking that, Mev will point out to them, make sure to, kick over any tracks you've made thus far. Break up the sand.
Indeed. Havelock,
Yes.
would you be able to conjure water?
Vaguely, yeah. I can.
Alright, I was
Why?
wondering depending on how much scale we can put into it, we might be able to use our ability to generate rain clouds to help wash our tracks away.
Alright, yeah, let's give it a shot.
Capital. Hold on, what's the range on the range on a cast water spell? Oh no, because on a create water spell. Sorry.
It's like 30 feet.
Eee, okay.
You're talking about the, like, control water, make it rain thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a pocket.
Just reading quickly. We don't flow, whirlpool.
Fur,
Oh no, it is part of create and destroy water, I think.
Well, yeah.
Fur is going to use thaumaturgy to just sort of create, like, some small tremors to try and just disturb the sand around them.
Okay. Can I try to use a third level create and destroy water to create as big a sort of rain cloud as I can to try to wash our tracks away?
Sure.
Great.
Mev is dipping out of there before it starts fucking raining. She'll be so annoyed if she gets wet.
Oh yeah, Aki just say, Mevalair, I believe if you take kindling, fur, and...
I got that. She's just fucking booking it. She's like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck the rain.
You ready, Havelock? Because remember, as big and dispersed as much as we can.
Havelock's ready. He's gonna do the thing.
Yeah, I am as well. At what level are you doing it? Oh no,
Buddy,
you're a warlock.
I'm a
aren't you?
warlock. I can only do it at the highest level.
Question you passed. Well, hey. Why am I stupid today? So how do we get? So how do we get on, Tom?
I mean, given the level that you're doing it all at, Fismus has a lot of water. So you're very easily able to just completely wash away your tracks, at least in a short range. Given,
Tom, could I also? No, that would. This is more for flavor, but it does kind of break the whole "you can't use 2 spells at once" rule. I was wondering if I could also, at the same time, use, shape water on myself and have a lot, so we don't get wet when we do this.
yeah, sure. I mean, if it's just a flavor.
It's your spell slot.
It's a cantrip.
Alright. Well, then that doesn't matter because you can cast a cantrip at the same time as a spell.
Can you?
You just can't have two
Yes.
concentration spells at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, kindling.
Neki says, "Here you go, just so we don't get soaked through." And you watch as like the water starts arcing around both you and Aki.
Why would you do this to me?
Do what? Prevent you from getting soaked through?
Yes.
I was. Alright, you. Suits you then, Havelock, and he will drop the arcing effect around you, so then the water just starts pouring on you.
When we take a rest, can I use some of your paper and ink?
If he has any left.
Well, yes, of course. If I have any left, I may have to stock back up on that. When we're in Port Honor, you and Mevela likes using it as well for her artistic flourishes.
Oh, you don't really gotta worry about her like using your paper and stuff for that. She's got her own canvas.
Okay, great. Wait, does she have her own canvas that she brings with her?
Are you gonna ask Havelock?
Aki says, I haven't seen her carrying around a big canvas or an easel, so I'm not sure where she's storing it.
Aki, she draws on me all the time. She draws on herself all the time.
Permanently? I mean, she drew this on me. And he sort of rolls up a sleeve and shows his arm length henna.
His huge, intricate, beautiful henna.
Alright, Peachy. What do I have to roll?
For
no.
what?
Remember you
What are you
told me
looking
to ask you to roll something about the henna.
Fucking.
God, I'm scared. What's up?
Oh, about like the meaning, right?
Yes.
Because we were talking about different like shapes and colors and how that applies.
Uh,
I mean, I feel like roll just like a perception, because you would know, you just need to see it.
13?
13. Okay. You definitely notice that there is a lot of detail, which means that Mev put a lot of heart and feeling into this.
Is there anything that would say I love you on it? Hmm?
Oh my god.
Hmm?
Oh
Tell me you're that woman.
my god. I do not think you'd see anything like that, but you know just from experience that, like, anyone who's going to put that much fucking effort into that kind of work
Something they're not being
deeply
paid
cares.
for.
Yeah, something that they're not being, like, fucking paid for. They care very deeply about this person. A lot of the work on it is, like, things that you would only put on a partner.
Havelock just kind of scoffs at Aki. Yeah, I bet you think that makes you special, huh?
No. Well, I mean, it did take a while, and it is rather gorgeous, but... I mean, if she does that to you all the time, I suppose there's nothing special then.
You're lucky I made a promise to her.
Can I
You're
roll
so
insight?
very lucky.
Can I roll
Sure.
insight?
What are you trying to instigate?
What about Aki's statement made Havelock say that? Say, with, I'm guessing with sort of anger or like, I don't know what. What made him say, "You're lucky I made a promise"? Like, there's like a threatening intent behind that.
Fucking.
I'm trying to figure out where that comes from.
Do you want to roll insight, or do you want to try and use your brain to rethink your statement?
I mean, I can't just straight up ask what was the fucking. What can I get an idea of what the promise might have been, because I can't read his mind. So.
Roll insight.
Okay.
My theory is that Havelock said it because he's jealous. And because he doesn't understand what it means. And he has the audacity to have it on his body.
I fucking hate that you're reading my brain, Peach. Stop. Stop. Oh, you have your answer.
What was it?
That was right.
Oh.
Fucking.
So what? So I get like an idea of like from Havelock's, reaction that like, something I said was both like, frustrating and incorrect, basically.
Well, okay, you want me to reiterate, Anna?
Yes.
Havelock's upset because, well, was I right about the jealousy thing?
Yes.
So he's jealous, and also Aki has the audacity to have this like work of art on his body without actually understanding anything about their culture, the meaning behind it. And he just said, like, well, I guess if she does it with you, it doesn't matter. And he doesn't care about the intricacies that go into it. He just dismissed it.
Once again, Aki was accidentally racist.
Or just insensitive.
It could be both.
But yeah.
Okay, in that case, Aki will say, wait, whatever
Yeah.
whatever I did or said in that moment to infuriate you so, I would ask for a bit of clarification as to why.
Because drawing on you is a bonding activity. It's important. It's special. And you just don't even fucking care. Do you even know what any of this means? Did you ask?
I assumed it was just Mevelair being Mevelair. I thought it was just a Mevelair thing. She likes art and she likes drawing and likes tattoos. I didn't realize it had a deeper cultural connection than that.
Yeah, you would just fucking assume. God. You're supposed to be her second in command here. Technically first in command, but we're not gonna get into that situation right now. She's doing something for you and you're not going to ask her about it? Talk to her about it? How long it takes to sit there and draw this on you and you're not going to ask her questions? Show interest in what she likes?
Fucking Havelock.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's basically it, Nate. You don't know her like I do. Fucking Havelock's like, it should have been me.
I mean, of course I care about it, and of course I know the love and the affection that went into making it.
But you just said it's probably not important. Because she does it with me all the time, right?
Well, the act of making the tattoo, not necessarily one of this size or intricacy.
Havelock just takes a deep breath, unclenches his hands, and he's walking away.
Can I roll insight on that?
You can use your brain for that one.
Okay.
You know, actually, there was the additional implication there that because Mev does it with Havelock, it's not special. Ergo, Havelock makes things less important.
Mm-hmm. We're psychoanalyzing at light speed here. Oh, we've been playing for what, half an hour maybe?
Holy shit.
Yep.
Okay, Aki can't be blamed for not knowing. But I can see how it's offensive to Havelock, who does know.
He can be blamed for not asking questions.
Who thinks to ask questions about, like, someone drawing on you?
Also, to be fair, Aki was mostly comatose during it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Potato. Havelock doesn't care about the specifics. He
See,
just
that's
cares
the thing.
that he's not
Havelock,
caring.
it's the thing. Havelock's just jealous. He is so jealous that, you know, Aki gets to go through all of this, and he doesn't even understand it. Which is just extra offensive to Havelock. He's like, for fuck's sake.
Can Aki try to catch up with Havelock?
He's just walking, so yes?
Okay, and then say,
Oh my god. He's gonna keep talking.
yeah. Well, yeah. Aki just says, just basically say, Havelock, please, I implore you. I'm trying to improve and be a better man here. Clearly, I've done something to incur your wrath. I wish to know precisely what it is and how I can fix it, essentially, and how I can be better in the future.
At this point, just shut your mouth. Let's get back to the group, okay? Okay.
Do I even need to roll insight to get the sense of Havelock's feelings here?
No, you don't. Congratulations.
Don't get the sense that Havelock wants you to shut the fuck up.
Well, no, but
It's
I was
almost
thinking...
like listening to someone's words can give you insight on what they're saying. Wow!
But Havelock isn't really saying anything.
He just just told you to shut up and walk!
I know, but every time Aki says, "Hey, okay, I know," just shutting up and doing nothing doesn't do anything. How the fuck do I fix this? And then he doesn't say anything.
Well, I mean, Havelock's saying that he doesn't want to deal with this right now.
Okay.
That's what he's saying.
Okay, fair enough. In which case, Aki was do a big sigh and start walking back to camp as well.
We don't even have a camp.
Don't even have a camp.
You're just catching up to the party.
And start walking back to the rest of the party then.
Holy shit, Havelock. I know you're jealous, but
Alrighty, so assume you're continuing eastward?
yeah, basically like just as far as we can.
Okay. Based on the fact that Aki probably forgot when he was thinking about it, Fur cast Pass Without Trace.
Mm-hmm.
To try and help hide. Eventually you keep travelling eastward. You're able to get maybe about a further 3 or 4 hours before the sun begins to set.
Alright. Fucking. Not
Okay.
even 30 minutes, you guys.
Is there anywhere, as the sun begins to set, is there anywhere, off the road where we can make camp?
But you're not on the road to begin with.
We're on the coast.
Fuck.
Honestly, I would just sit by the coastline.
Okay,
Like on the shore.
fair enough.
Yeah.
In which case, yeah, Aki will look for a sort of, somewhere on the coast that has. Well, actually, Aki will go to the group and say, well, I suppose in this environment we have a few options of where we can make camp. We can either have it on, a headland or a rise, have a good look out onto the surrounding situation, or we could see if we could find a beach, although that would protection from the elements, but then that would.
We're on the beach. She points. Literally to the ocean.
Well, then you just want to make camp here, then?
She looks around. Sure.
Just pick an arbitrary spot in the sand to build our settlement.
I mean, you've got that little twilight thing. We'll be covered.
What's my little twilight thing?
Heart of Light and Shadow.
Ah, okay. Okay, yeah, Aki says.
I was trying to remember the full name of it.
Yeah, Aki says it's a bit more than a toy light, but yes, it does help.
So, why not? Set up camp here, make a fucking bonfire. By the coast so we can just hang out.
Especially would make acquiring dinner easier, but I have to be careful about getting sand and everything.
What are you gonna get sand? She eyes you.
In my bag, in my shoes, in my underwear, I don't know.
That last one was what I was looking for.
Oh, you're intending it to be my undercarriage, aren't you?
Well, when you say it like that, it doesn't sound near as interesting.
Well, a rose by any other name, and
She, looks at the rest of the group. How does settling down just by the coast sound?
Good to me.
For kindling?
I guess we're not too close, because don't the tides come in at some point?
alright, excellent.
It's just going to crash on the shore like it always has. As long as we stay a little bit away, we'll be good.
So, Tom,
Yes.
where we are on the coast, can I see any driftwood that's washed up on shore?
Not necessarily, no.
Yeah, Aki will sort of raise the point and say, setting a fire here might be a bit of a hassle. Can't remember the last time I saw any wood we could use.
We should have equipment to build a fire. Yeah, we do. Okay.
And there are some, like the odd trees and sort of like clump of
Yeah.
forests a little bit further in,
Oh,
within
great, okay,
sight.
cool.
Yeah, Mev gestures. Someone just has to go out to the woods a little bit. We've got extra stuff here, like tinder boxes, extra old paper, things like that, anyways.
In which case, I suppose I'll volunteer to go get the wood from yonder copse then.
Alright. I'll set
Although-
up camp. Havelock, I imagine you're going to want to go fishing.
Yes.
Havelock, could I ask a tremendous favor?
You can ask, but there's no guarantee. What is it?
For the felling of the firewood, may I borrow Lucius?
You don't have something to get wood.
I don't have a tree felling axe, no.
I'll go with him.
Please.
She just sort of pulls out her hatchet.
Holy shit. Can I have Lucius? How did Havelock look at that?
Eyes narrowed, vibes bad.
Holy shit. Fucking. Yeah, fuck. Mev looks at Aki and what would I do to make like a will check? Like con?
Yeah, con or wisdom, I would say.
Huh.
What are you doing?
Finding the will to live, I think.
I think
Okay.
so, yeah.
You feel that little like connection in your head, Aki. A very familiar connection. But
Yeah.
also just that familiar barrier.
Yeah, and Aki was go, good evening, Mevela.
How do you manage to fuck up so badly?
I don't know, but I'm as sick rotten of it as you are.
You... It seems like she's like thinking of how to go about this.
Mevela, please, out. Whatever you wish to say, out with it.
I don't really know where to start. I mean, you know that Lucius is seriously important to Havelock, right? He carries it everywhere. He gives that fucker a name. Fuck, he talks to it. Constantly.
I know.
You guys aren't exactly close.
No, but I just thought an axe is an. I understand how important it is, but at the end of the day, it is still an axe. One of its main jobs is hewing down trees.
Is your tea box just a tea box?
I mean, I wouldn't like it to be thrown in the sea, but I suppose it could have other uses.
But you wouldn't give your shit to someone that you didn't like or didn't treat you well, would you?
I would give it to someone with the express proviso that it was returned to me post haste and in the condition I left it to them with. I entrusted it to them with. So I suppose.
But would you give it to someone who actively fucks with you and insults you?
I would be incredibly reticent, yes.
Alright. So, your tea box has some sort of importance. You wouldn't just give it to someone with that kind of history. Just like how my dagger isn't just a dagger, and I wouldn't give it to just anyone. I mean, like, you literally just forget super important key details about these people, about Havelock, as shown this morning. And then you're like, hey, can I have one of your, like, precious items? You got some fucking balls.
I didn't realize it was a ballsy thing to do. I didn't. Stupidly, I wasn't aware that anyone else had an axe on them. Hence the fact that I preceded that statement with asking a massive favor.
Yeah, and you're gonna ask a fucking favor to someone that you just jilted 2 hours ago?
Wait, okay, well, hold on, rewind. When did I jilt him?
She's just using it as, like, a word of, like, you know, you were an asshole.
Now, I'm trying to remember the last time I was an asshole to Havelock
To Havelock?
in front of Nev.
When you literally just were like, I forgot that you breathe water, even though it's something, like, key about you. And Havelock straight up said, like, you forgot that I, like, killed my father. Which is a pretty big fucking thing, so Mev knows about that now.
I didn't. What? I didn't say that I forgot that he killed his dad. I didn't forget that. I didn't say anything like that.
You did. You did.
Last session, during the
Last
talk.
session. Yep. You actively said, I forgot. We have it recorded. So that is something that Mev knows about now.
Okay.
My actions! They have consequences! Oh no! It's okay, I've been in the same boat.
God fucking damn it. Okay. Piss and vinegar.
So yeah. She knows
Yeah.
about that now.
That's something I did on purpose. Okay.
Of course it's not something that you did on purpose.
How
but...
do I unfuck myself here? Yeah. Okay, yeah, Aki just goes,
This is odd to cut in like this. But can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Aki's head get scrambled like a day or two ago? Why is him forgetting something that's so difficult to deal with right now?
It's because it's something that he does all the time, like even before. This is not a new thing.
This is
Like-
pre-scrambled eggs.
And it's also because the person playing Akiri Scaventori has ADHD.
Fucking.
Okay.
But it's something that comes through in his character, and then it's like consequences of it. Mev knows that his brain is a little scrambled right now, but still,
It's not fucking
this
supposed
is
to be
something
right
that
now.
happened like beforehand too.
I didn't want to interject, but it actually just straight up felt strange to me that like Homeboy was like that whole thing seemed like it was getting ignored for a second because of the fact that like he had a brain contusion and then like there was a brain contusion excuse and that was just being fluffed over. So
Paddy, don't forget that I'm also not very good at this game.
You're fine. Fucking people make mistakes all the fucking time, but then we have to work with them.
Okay, yeah, Aki will go.
But yeah, Brad, this has been a consistent thing even before the brain scramble.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
even still, like there is a brain scramble excuse. Like this is something that like nobody was been forgetting necessarily. I was wondering.
Yes, you're right. Just
Okay.
fuck, Aki could point that out, and Mev would be like, "I know," but
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think. Would Aki have that level of cognizance where this could all be blamed on his brain scramble? That'd be really fucking
I mean, he's
convenient.
aware of it. If it comes to him, sure, but
Well, I mean, everything that comes to Aki has to come to me first. To be fair. Yeah. So Aki will go. Look, I know it's something that I tend to do, and I can't even use my recent affliction as an excuse.
I mean, do you believe that that's the reason why you did this shit?
Even if it was the sole reason, it still isn't an apt excuse, because again, if there were actions committed by me, I should be responsible for those actions.
You can almost feel the gesture of like a hand wiggle. You did these things before, Akris.
I know.
And it's... While some things can be blamed on your head case right now, it's also just been a facet of your character.
I know. I feel like I should get started writing my memoirs. That's reasonably say have all these things down on paper.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Hold on. Yes, sorry, I'm trying to fucking figure the shit out. So yeah, Aki said something that I probably not actually want to say. It's a stupid comment. But yeah, Aki.
Well, I thought he said like put it down on paper.
Yeah, Aki sort of jokingly, a bit flippantly, just say, oh, I suppose if I started writing my memoirs, at least then I'd have it on all the details down on a piece of paper so I could remember.
I mean, if that helps you remember. Frankly, it's probably a good thing after what happened to keep notes.
Alright. I suppose, in that case, once I get some more paper in Port Honor, or a note, or some sort of notebook. I guess I'll have to start writing it. Yeah, you almost get like a sense of just like weariness from Aki and all this.
I tell you to stop putting your foot in your mouth, but that's not really solid advice.
I think at a certain level, that's all I know how to do, Mother.
Well, some people aren't going to find it as endearing as I do. Some
No,
people
you're-
aren't going to compensate for you.
No. I know. I know.
I'll have a talk with Havelock, though. Well, I was planning to before, but it might be better to give you some peace of mind.
But Mevelair, shouldn't I be able to fight my own battles?
I'm not fighting your battles. I mean, are you going to tell him that he shouldn't have made such a big outburst like that? That it wasn't called for?
It wasn't called for? I thought it was. I assumed it was called for, otherwise he wouldn't have made it.
I don't think it was. I think that it was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yes, I've wronged him so often. I'm not surprised it happened the way it did.
But, I think it's best if I just talk to him, get him to cool off before anything actually happens.
Okay. Now, Mevelair, I think one of the main things I think that set him off, or that the main sort of landmines I stuck my foot on, was about your tattoo. I never asked at the time. Frankly, I wasn't cognitive enough to do it, but this is more than just a mere entertaining artistic piece on a lover's arm, isn't it?
You feel like kind of a questioning feeling, almost confusion as you start. And shoot, hold on. Okay. As you continue, things start to make a little bit of sense, but she's still kind of like, hold on. Just go back for a second. Havelock was upset about that?
Yes, when we were sorting out the water, conversation turned on to you and your artistry, and he talked about how you like to use people's bodies as canvases. And naturally, that led me to talking about the tattoo you gave me. And I believe I may have underplayed the true magnitude of its importance when he commented about how, she draws those on me all the time, and so I said, I guess in that case, while intricate and fantastic, it wasn't like an exclusive act of affection almost. And I think that's
Right.
and I think that was the main thing that he took umbrage with, and then in the way that so often fucking happens with me, it cascaded.
Okay. Firstly, you were completely fucked out of your mind when I drew that. There is no way or reason that you should have asked anything. Frankly, the fact that you were able to talk was a fucking miracle. But you also can't really be held accountable for knowing things that I put on you. The cultural significance of it. There's
Well,
no way that you could have asked, and no way that you could have known.
one of the main reasons he was so furious was the fact that I didn't ask.
That doesn't make any sense. You couldn't.
Well, I guess I should have taken more of an effort to endeavor to make sure I did once I was back to a sound mind.
No, you shouldn't have.
Why? That would have resulted in the situation not happening.
It happened because Havelock's fucking jealous. And you're not responsible for Havelock's jealousy.
Havelock's jealous of us.
Yeah, Mev, like, there's a pause for a moment. Of course Havelock's jealous of us. Well, jealous of you.
What does he have to be? Frankly, what does he have to be jealous for? He's known you much longer than I have. You two still have a deep connection and loyalty. You guys have a strong relationship. Why would someone's strong relationship be detracted by another's?
Because it's not the same kind of relationship. It's not the relationship that Havelock wants. I told you before that Havelock confessed his feelings for me. And I rejected him.
Since to you they weren't genuinely and fondly felt. As you mentioned before.
That's right.
And yet I'm the one in the thousand. I'm the bolt of lightning that stole Neverlair Gatlin's heart. And Havelock wishes
I'm
that
sure
was
that's
him.
how you two see it. I wouldn't go into something fucking near as dramatic. Frankly, part of my pride wants to tell you that you aren't that important, but that would probably be offensive. But
I mean, you did just say it, and I suppose my ego does need a bit of a punch. Perhaps does need a bit of a knock.
she, there's this feeling of amusement, but she continues. But I know that Havelock still likes me. That he feels a certain way about me. And frankly, I think he sees you as a bit of an insult.
So in his mind, it's like, why is a woman as great as Neverlair shacked up with someone as oafish as a Kreese?
Again, if you want to put it that way. But why is someone who doesn't share our experiences, doesn't know our culture, doesn't appreciate it, the same way. Why is this person better than me?
Sorry, Bradley.
Aki's something.
Is there anything I can do? Some kind of... Anything I can do? I mean, I don't even know where to begin, and I'm not even going to suggest anything in case it causes a titanic rift, but...
Why is it your job to handle his jealousy, his feelings about that?
Because the jealousy wouldn't be there if it wasn't for myself.
That's stupid.
In
That's
what
a
way?
stupid reason.
My presence and, you know, hiring the Talaria and all that sort of... Hiring this group that became the Talaria, that's the instigating thing that resulted in Havelock's feelings. And sort of
That isn't
resentment
the
and jealousy.
fucking instigating thing. The instigating thing is that we both connected with each other on a level that Havelock couldn't fucking reach. And it's not your responsibility, or frankly my responsibility, to coddle Havelock and deal with his fucking feelings about it at the cost of our own. It's his job as a person to fucking deal with it.
But what if he's physically unable to deal with it?
Then he's gonna have to fucking fight that battle. He's going to have to find other people to talk to. It's your responsibility to be Havelock's friend, but it is not your responsibility to be his therapist.
But... Alright, fine. Besides, I suspect if I said anything relating to...
If he wants to be his friend, to be a good friend, but... Yes.
I suppose if I even had if I wanted to say something to Havelock about this, he would see me as an incredibly biased party. So...
Frankly,
whatever
he'd probably be fucking offended that you came in and did all this shit, and now you're trying to, I don't know, help him. Just kind of be a kick in the gut.
I mean... I still feel the need to help those around me, my traveling companions, my friends,
Aki, I hate to fucking say this, but every time you think you're helping, it doesn't help.
I don't know, but just fucking law of averages. One time I try to help, it won't blow up in my face. I have to keep fucking trying for that one time. I have to prove my worth. I have to pull my weight. I have to be a positive, helpful influence in people's lives. Otherwise, what's the point of me being in their lives?
I don't know how you simultaneously try too hard and try not at all. It feels like you are simultaneously looking in the wrong direction and also trying to brute force something that has to be organic. I don't know how that's possible, but you managed to do it.
Well, yes. I am nothing if not unique, I suppose.
Just don't try to fix Havelock's fucking jealousy. Just focus on things that you should be fixing. Like, you know, if you want to be a good friend, maybe try remembering things about people, important events. Maybe try doing something for them. Like not out of their hands, but like, you know, a gift or something.
Alright. In that case, what do you think would be a good gift for Havelock then?
His birthday is in a couple days. Something she thinks. A new weapon, jewelry. I'm personally going to get him a tattoo.
A new weapon. Tell me, has Havelock ever thought using a rapier?
That's actually a good question. Do I know what weapons Havelock fights with? Like all of them?
Yes, you would. Would you like me to read off the list?
Yes, please.
Alright, so he has his light crossbow.
It's actually a wonderful idea, Kindling.
That is,
Halflock would probably love gun. He has his light crossbow, he has Lucius, his little hand axe. Sorry, he has a lot of shit in his bags. He has Leomar, which I believe was, fuck, what kind of weapon was Leomar?
Ballax, wasn't
They
it?
with another fucking axe.
Yeah, I think it was the Ballax that you won in Embar.
Yep, the
Mhm.
big battle axe. He also
So does he not have a gun yet?
No, he has a longbow. He has 3 separate short
Holy
swords.
shit,
He
that's
has
the only
every
reason
weapon.
that I didn't fucking recommend it, because I thought he had a gun. Okay.
No, Havelock's gun is his fucking Eldritch Blast.
yeah, I was gonna say.
Fuck. Yeah, okay. Then yeah, Mev continues. You know what? You're from fucking NASA.
Yes.
Get him a gun.
Well, I can see if I can provision one when we're there. I don't know how common firearms are in this part of the world. Tom, in our adventures and like going to like shops and stuff, have I seen people carrying guns and like selling them in shops and stuff?
They're not super common because NASA tries to like keep a handle on that monopoly, just like how Ansor does with Silstein related products.
They're fairly popular with pirates, though, aren't they?
Yeah, they're given how trade is, they still trade in the weapons, and given pirates, get rid of stuff, steal stuff, they definitely would have a couple.
Yeah.
Obviously, Mev, you know that Camilla has one.
Yeah, Mev,
Right.
says they're, pretty popular with pirates, on trend, and I know Havelock's been interested for a while. If you could get a hold of something like that, I think he'd be pretty impressed.
Interesting. I assumed with his offensive magic, a firearm might be might be seen as redundant, but
Maybe, but sometimes it's more style over substance.
yes, I imagine there's not too much practicality about wearing a coat and then nothing.
Hey, that's the fashion.
And you said fashion had to be practical.
Exactly.
I suppose if you want to really up the aesthetics, I may be able to see if I can get it customized. Perhaps, I don't know, a sort of blackened wood or onyx grip with.
Tentacles.
I was thinking in tentacle, a sort of tentacle engraving spiraling down the barrel.
Very Havelock.
Indeed. Now, my only concern is he wouldn't see that as me trying to bribe him, would it? You know,
You give it to him on his birthday, it's just a birthday gift.
Alright.
And as long as you don't fucking imply something like that.
Yes, as long as I include a card with it saying, "Dear Havelock, happy birthday, you're now not allowed to hate me. Lots of love, Acris Gaventori of the Evocori Trading Syndicate."
Oh, please don't do that.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
Alright.
In the meanwhile, I might see if they have anything maybe you might like.
Me?
I'll just keep my eye out, you never know. You never know what wonders could be in the bazaars of Port Honor.
Alright. I mean, I don't really need anything.
Oh, so that gives me more, if anything, that gives me more to work with than less. So now I can just start finding handsome and beautiful objects that I think would, make an excellent gift and, you know, it'd be a nice thing to have. Rather than for practical reasons.
Alright. I look forward to seeing, what do you pick? What risk you're willing to take?
Alright. That's another thing I can massively overthink and obsess over. But I think. So what's the game plan then? Do I just not talk to Havelock then for a while?
Just act fucking normal. No ignoring, no apologies, just be normal.
Would it amaze you to hear that I've been trying to be normal this whole time?
Jesus fucking Christ. You could just hear Mev's exhaustion at that. This is your fucking normal, Jesus. Just be normal. Stop talking so much. Keep it light. Okay?
Alright. Light. Breezy. Fleet of foot. Okay.
Do you even know what I mean by that?
Make idle chit chat about the weather and our shared interests and don't
You're struggling. All right.
don't grovel and over enunciate and start talking in rhyming couplets, that sort of thing.
That'll do it. You should probably get moving though, because I'm pretty sure that fur is getting creeped out that you're just kind of staring.
Oh, she actually left a few minutes ago. That's okay.
Oh, shit. Well, you heard them.
Alright, see, this is why I keep routinely saying, what can I do? How can I change? Because clearly my normal isn't the right kind of normal.
Your normal is a fucking performance.
In the way that... Well, isn't to some degree everyone's persona a performance? You Mevela is more than anyone should appreciate that.
I admit I am kind of not one to talk, but you think way too fucking hard about things. Most people, it's some sort of blend between who they are and niceties. You're so worried about coming off as an idiot or an asshole that you come off as both. It loops back around.
So I should be more blunt and honest and matter of fact and less verbious, what you're saying, essentially.
Mev looks at the sky. She gets what you're saying, but oh my god.
See, I almost need to be written a fucking script for this sort of thing, haven't I?
Do you talk to your family like this?
Yes.
Holy shit.
That explains a lot.
That explains so much. If this is how you talk to your family, it's always formal. It's never any kind of personal.
In fact, talking bluntly and coldly and that matter-of-fact level is a sign of boorishness of unsophistication back home.
I don't think...
And I was taught to avoid it at all costs. That's a dexterous use of one's lexicon is a good reflection of their intellectual standing and their place in society almost.
People who are just like that don't have anything to prove. Does that make sense?
I suppose. Thinking about it, I suppose the circles my family runs in and is all about proving one's place either above or below another, and I suppose no one had to prove and explain themselves more than I had to. But look, I can try to be less apologetic, because I think that's where this all is. It's me apologizing and finding every single reason and excuse I can find and trying to articulate them all at the same time.
When you could just fucking say sorry and move on.
Quite, even if there, even in many cases, I don't have anything to say sorry for. When looking at it in the clarity of hindsight.
You have a lot to apologize for with Havelock, but I digress.
I do have a lot to apologize for Havelock, you are right there.
We're going to have to work on you talking to people like they are people. That's what I'm getting from this.
Yes. Yes, I need to stop talking to everyone and interacting with them as if I owe them an explanation for my very being. So I suppose just being a bit more confident and loquacious might be able to help with that.
Alright, how could we have rephrased that to, like, a normal person's speaking?
What, do people not know what loquacious means?
She, turns. Lock.
What?
Can you tell me what loquacious means?
That's a fucking word?
She turns back.
What the fuck does that mean?
It means someone who talks too much.
Ah, Aki, okay.
Well,
Okay, to put it in your verbiage, I suppose I'd have to be less of a talkative asshole. And
there
I
you go.
take more pride in myself and at least pretend like I'm comfortable in my own skin. Better?
Better. Yeah, she nods. We will keep practicing.
Right, I should... Okay. Alright. Gosh darn, like... It's as if I'm fucking... I'm 12 again in elocution lessons. Okay, I should probably catch up with... she probably walked a mile by now.
Probably should have done that like 10 minutes ago.
Well, I mean, it was... Technically, I can... If I was of a more vindictive mind, I would be one to blame you for instigating this.
Go ahead and blame me. She shrugs.
But you don't deserve... You don't deserve the ire. I'll just say that I was dealing with something at camp and I lost track of time. It's fine.
I'm serious. Do it.
How are things between you two? That wouldn't be irksome between you two, would it?
There is a pause. And she says, you should catch up. You've already delayed her enough.
Can I insight that pause?
Yep. Fucking 5.
And a fucking natural 20.
That is fucking annoyed.
At who? At what?
At the thought of her.
Yeah. Aki just sort of like pull a face and just goes, hmm. Perhaps that could be something we two could discuss as well. Alright, I'll see where she is. Alright. Look, okay,
Yeah,
look up
she'll
the camp and
disconnect.
everyone else, and don't be too harsh on Havelock. And Aki will do a sort of shake his head back into reality and start heading off towards the trees.
Again. Alright, I imagine we all get like set up for camp and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Get the campfire, just general skip. That's the case. We are going to take out those counterfeit bottles and the bottle of Arizarian Oasis because fuck yes. And I'm going to pull out something that I haven't pulled out in a while.
Oh no, I know what this is.
Who's ready? As per usual, I will roll a d20 and then I will be rolling a d to see who will ask.
The children are screaming in terror.
Fucking. For reference, for Shadow and Brad, who have not been here consistently, we have a like form of Talaria campfire questions, and they are the randomest shit. And occasionally, when we are at a campfire, I will pull from one of these questions, and then someone has to ask it and basically improv it.
It is as scary as you think.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
It's with babies.
So, oh my god, some of these are fucking stupid, and I'm like so irritated that some of these are so dumb.
I mean, you gave them the option of filling it in.
I did give them the option of filling them in. All right. So copy that. And then we're gonna roll a d4. Pick a number.
2.
Anna. Okay.
Guess that gives me. That's your fault.
All right, Tom. Where are you? There you go.
Yes, it's
This
me.
is your question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was it a Havelock chosen question, Peach?
Fucking it was.
I'm so sorry for you, Tom.
Okay, now I have to figure out how to bring that into a conversation. Okay.
And that's the challenge.
To be fair, Havelock started these kinds of questions with, like, cannibalism, so...
That is true.
Alrighty. So,
We're gonna start fucking drinking too.
alrighty. So, eventually, you all reconvene at the campfire, where food has been cooked, logs have been brought, most for the fire itself, but some to just sort of have something a bit more comfortable to sit on as opposed to sand, and to avoid it getting everywhere. And you just kind of have a lot of small talk, some eating, some drinking. I guess I'll ask a question, literally for everyone, how heavy on the drink are you going?
Well, when it comes to the drinking, Aki's not having very much, and whatever he has isn't really going to affect him because he's going to do this.
Oh, you fucking bitch.
He's doing it on himself, though.
So it's like your drink.
Yeah, it's just my drink, yeah. Not
What is
everyone's
the
drink. I'm
point?
not that big an arsehole.
What is the point of drinking alcohol? You should have just fucking sipped on your fucking milk. God damn.
But Peach, did you forget he's lactose intolerant?
He is.
Freaking. Mev is not cuddled up to Aki right now. Mev's going hard. She's enjoying herself.
Okie dokie.
I don't know about any of you fuckers, but
Aki's probably like
Right.
lightly sipping his. He doesn't really like the flavor, but he's just going along
yeah,
with
and
the
he
group.
took all the fun out of it. So
And well, yeah.
There is drinking just sort of, I guess, occasional, not enough to get like tipsy and such, but like one or two.
Peach, nobody but us is getting fucking stupid. What's wrong with them?
fucking.
What's
This
Kindling doing?
is just like the beginning. Alright. So me and Havelock are actually drinking.
Okay, I will leave it to either of your discretions if you want to roll on if you get drunk, but drunk or not.
I will roll a con save right now just because I imagine they were drinking like while dinner was going.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see.
Could probably cook using it as well, actually.
I mean, yeah, but the alcohol burns. Alright. Mev's doing pretty good so far.
Jesus, better than good.
She's able to handle a drink.
Havelock's holding on. A little tipsy, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Little giggly.
Yeah, Mev's drink turns out to be like an alcohol elemental.
Alright. So, as you sort of drinking in such, first pass a bottle and just sort of like pours the last of one of the counterfeit ones in. It's part of her drink. She just sort of like looks at it. Well, that's the end of that. It's just sort of like toss it on the sand.
And we've got 2 more.
Yeah.
Wait until we pop open the good shit.
Well, how much of the good shit are you intending to pop?
I mean, once we open that bottle, it's basically like useless to anyone else.
Well, exactly. So you're only just doing the one, aren't you?
I said only the one.
All right. Just don't go too crazy, Mevela. We're still out in the wilds here.
She grins at him. You worried?
I'm always worried.
It'll be fine.
How good a fighter are you drunk?
She looks at Havelock. How good the fighter would you say I am when drunk?
Better.
Better? You
You don't
saying I'm
hold back
bad?
when you're like that. No, I'm just saying. You don't really care if you break someone's nose or more, you know.
That is true. Alright, you heard them. Better.
Hmm. Well, I suppose we should start getting you inebriated before every action then.
I think there's some monks that do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Aki.
fine.
Yeah, Aki will sip his now alcohol-free drink,
Fucking lame.
and he kind of goes like, "Lovely," but you can see in his face he thinks it's a bit gross.
It'll taste better if you actually get drunk.
I wholeheartedly disagree, Mavila. He just goes back to just taking a sip.
Fuck, what do I know?
No, Mev, remember? We can't get Aki drunk. Remember?
She rolls her eyes. Yeah, that was fucking something.
Does Aki remember that night?
No, I remember him rolling. He did not remember. Oh my god, fur.
Oh god, she is tiny. Oh no.
So is Mev.
I'm very sure
Yeah.
Nev's had more alcohol in her life than Fur, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mev's liver is trained to take it.
See, this is why you start them when they're like 1. By the time they're 6 in goblin years, they're fine.
Could I use lesser restoration to sober someone up?
If you did, someone might be fucking pissed at you.
I'm just thinking of that as a possibility.
Probably. I mean, I guess being drunk is a bit of a it will be classified as like a
It counts as poisoned.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which
That'd be so fucking funny if, like, in the morning, Aki just casts less restoration on everyone to get rid of all their hangovers.
yeah. So Fur, you sort of like notice now at this point, like she's sort of swaying left and right, sort of looking up at the just up at the sky. So,
Fair, are you alright?
huh? Oh,
You
yeah.
okay?
Yeah, just thinking, just thinking.
Don't go and think too hard, will you?
It's. I mean,
Yeah, Aki will sort of look over to Mev and go, I think we need to keep an eye on her.
No kidding.
what do you think happened to? I forget which one it is, but that sort of like points up to. I need to get the list of the moons up myself because I know that's the moons have descriptions, and one of them has shown signs of damage.
Have you seen the moon?
The moon.
The moon.
Moonlight enters the room when I see your eyes.
None of them even know what we're referencing.
Nope, not in the slightest.
I'm singing The Great Comet.
Damn it, I mean, I know I was scrambling for a way to segue into it, but damn. Bear with me. Continue discussions among yourselves. While I desperately continue my desperate grabbing. I know what it is I'm looking for. I just, it'd be great if I had some file organization. That'd be a fantastic thing, me. Yeah, great job, me. Way to go, dumbass. God.
Yeah, and Aki just says, now, Evelyn, you have kin instincts in prediction. What's your estimation onto whether, regretful actions may happen tonight with all this drinking?
Well, for one, You aren't drinking.
Yes, I am. How dare you?
Uh-huh.
Look! I've drunk like a quarter of this already.
You aren't going to be under the same effects as any of us.
No, if anything, I drink so little alcohol, I probably will be on the floor any minute. One
She's
second.
like, bitch.
Yeah, you don't buy it for a second.
Fucking. And do I even have to roll insight on that? I will, but I'm gonna have a fucking +3. Yeah.
Yeah. You also, with that, Aki is obviously lying, and you can tell that like he's acting and talking as sober as he was beforehand, and in fact, you remember the fact that like in the amount of time, the amount he's drunk, is way less than everyone else's. So it's clear that not only is he not, there's no alcohol in it, he doesn't actually like what he's drinking.
Yeah, she takes a swing of her drink and she leans over and kisses you
Where?
on the mouth.
Okay.
There we go, got it.
And you get the distinct sensation of alcohol being poured into your fucking mouth.
Aki, yeah. When you do that, you see sort of like Aki's eyes open wide and like pull away and just spit it all out. And he just goes, what on earth was that, Mevla? Feeding me as if I was a young fletchling and you were a mother kingfisher. What was that?
She grins. I had the feeling you'd react like that.
That was, for a lack of a better turn of phrase, that was fucking disgusting, Mevla. What's the living fuck?
Maybe you should drink your drink properly.
What, by swapping it between mouth to mouth, do you mean? Is that the custom in Mary LeBerry?
It looks like she has a thought, but she
Insight.
quickly sweeps it away. I mean, you can go ahead and insight.
Shit.
It looks familiar to when Mev is gonna make an inappropriate joke. But she continues. I mean, by throwing out that fucking swill water that you have now, and actually taking a fucking drink.
I've been drinking mine the whole time, thank you. Perfectly happy.
It doesn't have alcohol in it. Everyone else is drinking just a little bit.
Whether or not whether the biological effects of my libations is a decision entirely up to me and me alone, Leveler.
Alright, how can we rephrase that?
As the individual getting drunk, it is up to myself and no one else to decide if I get drunk or not.
Good boy.
That still wasn't
You
great.
make a fair point. You make a fair point. But I'm just saying. Everyone else here is drinking a little bit. Having a good time.
Well, precisely, Mevelair. That's why I'm not drinking.
That was the name.
Fucking Mev looks over to Fur.
Yeah,
like,
so
what
does
the
Aki.
fuck?
I was just sorry. You got talking. I got so enraptured. I was thinking.
Mevelair, did you know that Fur could speak Druidic?
Is
I
that
don't even know if that was any language.
is that what the moves? That moves named after? She like points up to to one of the moons. So just as a reminder for those here, and also for those showing up, of the 5 moons, the one that she's indicating is Fura, which is a dark greyish moon, but it's notable that it has a bright sort of scar along the side of it.
Can you spell Hura, please?
Thura.
Fura. You were asking, like, what the fuck happened to it?
Yeah, you
Or
think?
what we think happened?
Yeah, you think? Whatever caused that happens here, like, you think that's gonna happen to us, or not? You think we're
You're fucked up.
you think we're going a different way, or? Fur gets very dumb drunk.
Mevela, can you make me a quick favour? Would you mind getting all the water you can? No. Would you mind getting all the water you can carry for Fur, please?
I can get the fucking alchemy jug.
Thank you.
Yeah. She goes to grab it, but she says, I got no fucking clue what could have happened. For all I know, we shot a fucking laser at it.
That'd be cool. You think we could go that way at one point? Like, I don't know, God fires a laser at Karmora or something?
Well, I suppose if it does, I suppose we would have we as a collective would have had to do something so fundamentally asinine that that level of wrath would be necessary and justified.
Nah, sometimes gods are just assholes.
Sometimes we're just a fucking science experiment. She shrugs.
We're just ants.
So how do you guys think we would end up going if we did then? I'm going with the God laser one. What about you? What about you all?
I try not to think that far ahead.
She thinks.
Otherwise, I'll be thinking for the day I die, essentially.
I think mass volcanoes, acid rain, the sea would rise up and swallow us all, but also everything would be like rotting and dying in the sea. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Basically a huge fucking apocalyptic event.
So you think the realm of sapient beings would be rendered lifeless by the sapient beings' own hands?
That's right.
Not some fundamentally unknowable divine will.
Humans fuck up all the time.
But
I
fuck
don't
up on a
think it's
level
correct.
to where it destroys all life on this plane?
Have you ever met a human?
Everyone is like kind of familiar with the dark, aren't they?
Yeah, it is a well-known topic. Yeah.
Yeah. Mev looks at Aki. You remember the dark?
I wasn't physically there for it, but I was told stories.
You remember learning about it.
Yes.
Who's to say that wasn't fucking humanity's fault?
Well, who's to say it was?
She shrugs. I'm more willing to believe that mortals fucked up and made their own fucking mistakes than some sort of higher power, you know.
Well, I don't know. It would have to take a lot of effort and a great deal of fucking up for that to happen. I fear.
I mean, fuck, isn't
Meanwhile, for the gods to do it, all it would take would be a flick of their finger.
maybe, but gods aren't here. They aren't accessible. We're here twiddling our thumbs.
But Yet those who exercise the will of the gods are among us. They still have a presence in this world. Get some water for Havelock as well, please.
I have the fucking alchemy jug with me, like. Anyways, Mev looks at Aki. To be frank, I don't really fucking believe those people. You're telling me that you speak for fucking God? Bullshit. And for that matter, even if they fucking did, humans are notoriously greedy and liars.
I know.
Not just humans, but just people in general. Even if they did fucking speak for gods, there's probably something in it for them. She looks to Kinling for him to speak.
Jesus.
Ooh.
So you
dark.
think that's incredibly. So you think almost not only is the end of all things inevitable, it's unstoppable, and seems to be the rational and logical conclusion of the forces of nature.
And it's strong. She looks amused.
You see Aki go very deep into thought, and literally and almost do the thinker pose, and put his beer bottle down and really get deep in thought about Kindling's statement. Maybe. Maybe what happens on the local level to all things will happen on the largest, most magnificent scale possible. Birth,
It's possible.
growing, withering, dying. Perhaps life itself has its own lifespan. But regardless, I think no, I can't say there was certainty. That's asinine. I would like to believe that these sort of questions will stay theoretical for as long as we live. I don't think we'll be facing the calamitous end of days anytime soon. Unless your theory is correct, Mevelair, and a cabal of vile individuals conspire together to expedite Karmora's destruction. Let's just hope and pray that isn't happening. And Aki would take a swig from his drink. Nope,
his non-alcoholic fucking drink. Yeah. She definitely finishes her drink and she takes another. Just this conversation is intense. But she says, what I fucking said could still happen lifetimes from now.
Yes. But
Just a theory that I have. That the mortals are just gonna fuck things up. We usually do.
rather pessimistic, but not unfounded.
She gives a grin. One thing I do know, though, is that I'm gonna live forever. She grins.
Hold on, can Aki insight that?
Fucking. I mean, if you want to insight it, it does seem like she's making a joke, though.
Yeah, she's definitely joking.
Yeah, she's joking. Don't worry about it.
I want to hear more about Havelock's fish tank one. Are we
Does that mean
like?
we're all just types of marine aquatic animals? But then how do you account for the actual sea?
Aquatic.
So are we underwater too? Or are we like on the bits issues like above? Yeah, above like
Nope.
lily pads.
Nope. Mev immediately just takes the bottle
And hold on,
and drinks.
Havelock, if this is indeed, if by a fish tank you mean essentially almost like the world is encased in like some kind of spherical dome or other containment, wouldn't that mean that water would meet any container it's held in? So wouldn't that necessarily mean that the oceans wouldn't exist? It'd just be a giant flooded puddle at the bottom of the world.
Okay, I have one thing to say to this. Sea level exists.
Oh wait, oh of course. So in this fish tank world, are we saying that, you know, that the forces of nature still cling everything hard onto its surface?
She looks like Mev fucking hates this conversation. She's not happy. But she says, what I'm saying is that there are different depths of the water. We could just be on a higher level than, you know, the she gestures to the literal ocean next to them.
Yeah.
We could just be on a higher level than the ocean that we see. And the only reason that we don't fucking see anything else is because of our perception. And frankly, this idea makes me want to throw up.
Oh, if I could continue to talk and answer the question and explain myself a little bit more, Mevelair.
Then fucking explain yourself, God.
Wow, it's like when I was going to try and speak, you just spoke up over me.
Me.
Mevelair,
Before I
Mev-
interrupt you
Mev-
again.
Mevelair, please have a look. Say your piece.
Havelock, she's gonna take his drink and like put it up to her lips and tip her head back a little bit. So as I was saying,
Oh my God, you're just
Wait.
taking her.
Yeah,
Yes.
Aki will try to stop you from kicking her.
Thinking, Mev doesn't resist.
And okay, so Aki just sort of like, what on earth are you doing?
shutting her up. So anyways, you might be next if you interrupt me again. Anyways,
Mevelair, tap me on the
maybe.
arm 2 times if you want this to stop.
Oh my god, I am going to slaughter somebody here. Anyways. And Havok just takes a quick look around to see if anyone's gonna try and speak up.
Go ahead, Havelock.
Anyways. Maybe it's like a fish tank. Maybe the air is just like a lighter version of water, because sometimes water is heavier than other water, and that makes little pools of water underneath the water. They're very cool to see. They usually kill things very quickly, I might add.
How many times can you say water?
Water.
Water.
But maybe it's more like a massive ass fish tank, but it's the kind that you keep a turtle in, because the turtle's gotta have a little bit of sand, you know? They gotta have something to hold on to, so maybe it's just a really big turtle tank.
My God, Havelock.
So, are you saying that at the corners of the world we'll just see a great glass barrier?
You ever been to the corners of the world?
No, have you?
No. I've hit seafloor.
Would you like to find out? We can always try.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
wait, so, but I suppose
Hush,
if we're-
Aki. Aki, hush. So you see kindling, you see they could fuck up and add too much water and everything could go overboard. Yes, Mevelair, I did just say water again. Or, hear me out. Hear me out. The gods, fuck up. They hit the table. It goes smashing all across the floor. Everything's fucked. Everything's spilled, and suddenly we have a new perspective.
So you believe we are nothing but caged, a caged decorative menagerie for the gods, then?
It makes sense.
Of a sort, yes. Extremely troubling and nihilistic thought, but a thought nonetheless.
I am not going to answer your question, Kindling.
Wait,
Fucking-
hold on. Hey, Havelock, are you one of those people that say Karmora's flat?
Oh. What do I look like, a dumbass?
How does that work in a fish tank then?
I believe the scientific consensus is that that Karmora is an oblate spheroid.
Oh, what?
Oh my god. Yeah, Mev removes the drink. Aki, rephrase.
For the last couple of centuries, at least in NASA, the academic consensus for geologists and those who study celestial bodies are in agreement that most likely Karmora is the shape of a sphere that slightly bulges out at the poles. No, not the poles. Sorry. At the equator, so the ring that goes around the middle of Karmora.
As Aki is talking, Havelock leans into Mev and whispers, "There's poles?"
It means like the compass, the points.
Ah.
She's trying to figure out like how to dumb this down for Havelock.
So I was assuming that Havelock was talking about, if we are indeed a fish tank on the mantelpiece of the gods, it was a spherical one. Was I correct, Havelock?
God, I fucking hate this.
But in that case, what would the moons be then? Just like, glass beads, sort of.
Other
They
tanks.
sense that also insinuates there's life on other planets. Then.
Maybe there is.
Do you think that we're the only fucking ones out here?
Well.
This is just everyone getting their tinfoil hats. Holy shit.
yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah.
First, you're sitting here drunk.
Yeah. Aki is saying like, yeah, and then it just goes to and then it's just a sense and just Aki going, it's like, well, it's common knowledge that Jihad is ruled by lizard people.
Oh my
Technically,
god.
Technically, lizard people do exist. Actually, that's true.
Yeah.
So Aki says, I haven't given it enough thought, but if we're an experiment conducted by the gods and an act of creation, I suppose, what would have stopped them from just making one, from working on one canvas? It's entirely possible.
Man,
Or-
if we're the experiment, I want to be put down. This place sucks.
Or our tank is bigger than we think. If we are a tank, which I hate this theory.
You hate all of my theories.
That is not true.
Well, Mevela, have you got one to rebuke it with?
One of mine or one of his?
Or one of yours?
She thinks. For a minute. Holy shit, I think that's actually...
Oh no. Oh fuck no.
Mev, goes to say something. She's looking at you and she just kind of freezes for a moment. I You see that kind of far away, distant look in her eyes grow.
Yeah, if you're there to see, you see like it's like a look of concern, almost like Akiko like start going pale, and I guess if they kissed earlier, they must be quite close to each other, and so, Aki sort of like puts her hand firmly on, Mev's thigh, and just says like, and he goes like, okay, like it's alright, Mev, stay with us. Remember who you are. Remember where you are. All this sort of stuff, trying to ground her.
Just gonna do another. Trying to debate if I feel like it. I don't feel like it.
Okay.
So she there's just this very far away look for a moment, and then she kind of shakes her head. Her eyes returning to that normal clarity. I'm sorry, what the fuck were we talking about?
Nothing. We were just about to move on to, what the order of business is for when we get to Port Honor.
He's lying. What crazy fucked up theories do you have?
Have a look.
You don't gotta baby her.
Have a look. This conversation ends.
Mev just looks kind of confused. Theories about what?
Like, why is the sky the color it is?
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck if I know.
Yeah, sort of, those sort of big abstract questions that you sort of ask when you're a child, and then they get, like, hushed away by an adult, but they still gnaw it in the back of your mind, those sort of questions. So for instance, like, yeah, why is the sky the color it is? Why is there that great cleft in Pura? That sort of thing.
I got no fucking clue about that one. Frankly, I would be more interested in why the sky changed color.
Huh. Would Aki be able to have an idea of why it does that from his schooling?
It's not really fully understood in this age of, in the time period that Karmora's in.
Fair enough. I mean, I thought I was pushing it with the shape of the earth stuff.
Mev points to kindling. Don't fucking say that shit. I would fucking hate it if it was like, I don't know, an ocean underneath us and an ocean on top of us.
I mean,
terrifying.
Kindling. When have you last seen the ocean itself change color in the same way the sky does? It's clearly different.
She looks at Aki. The ocean does change color.
Yes, through shades of blue or green or dark, opal, pitch or
the sky. The ocean reflects the sky, at least on the surface. Yeah, at the exact same time.
But exactly, the sky generates. The sky generates it. The water reflects it. Therefore,
I don't like this.
Oh, what if it's a wizard?
Kindling.
What if it's a wizard doing it?
Okay, no more oceans. No more.
I was talking about the sky. You can tell, I don't know if Mev's like had the lapse yet, but you can tell at this point that the drunkenness has definitely settled into Fur.
Yeah, I think Mev actually points to Fur. What the fuck happened to her?
I had a drink.
yes,
You had a drink? Are we? Is that? She looks at her hands, and there's the drink in it.
oh yes, we are.
Oh fuck, we're drinking.
Ah, I think you've had a bit too much, though, if you're forgetting, Mev.
Fuck. Yeah. She... She's gonna pour her ale out.
Yes. Anaki does say with a bit of like a more sort of concerned tone in his voice. He just says, "So, Mevalair, what's the last thing about today's events that you can recollect?"
Okay, give me a second. Now I'll make a wisdom save for this.
For God's sake.
Okay. She thinks and thinks. Oh, we were leaving. We left the thing.
We left where? Sorry.
The cove.
Oh, right. I'll wait till she's back.
I'm sorry, can you repeat what you said?
Well, I said I'd wait. I'd wait till you're back. Aki says,
Okay.
Seems what I had's contagious.
Right.
Look,
Yeah,
look, just...
we left the cove, and she looks around for a minute, kind of realizing what's going on.
Yeah, Aki just very carefully says to her,
Okay.
like, "Don't worry, everything's fine."
Why are you talking to me like that?
Because, how can I put this? You know what happened to me in the Cove?
Do I fucking know what happened to you? Fucking of course I know what happened to you.
Well, the way that it sort of scrambled my memories, you seem to have somehow, I think, maybe caused by the conversation we were just having. Partially forgotten. Well, not partially. Forgotten that our last day together.
Don't tell me that shit. Don't. She looks at Havelock, like almost for confirmation.
Yeah, you kind of forgot some stuff, but I think you're mostly just drunk.
Can I insight Mev? Does she seem drunk?
You can definitely insight her, yeah.
27. That's a 19.
Bev is not drunk.
Yeah, I thought so.
She wasn't drunk before.
Yeah,
Either.
yeah. Aki says to Mev and says, "Well, Mev's renowned for her fortitude. I don't think she's inebriated in the slightest."
You know what? She puts her hands up. Why don't I just sleep on it and see how I feel?
All right. Okay.
Because frankly, I'd rather choose to believe that I'm just a little too fucked up right now.
Yeah, Aki just sort of looks at you with like a look of like care and concern. And just says, "All right, we can take over things from here if you feel like you need to get some rest."
Oh, come on, no, I think we were having fun. She looks to Fur, though. She needs to go lay down, though. She's a fuck.
We know. She's
Absolutely trashed.
She's been a mess all evening. We can take care of her. Don't worry.
Stop giving me the baby voice.
What would you rather I sort of shouted, hooted, and hollered at you instead?
I'd rather you just talk to me like a normal person.
All right, okay. Well, frankly, Mevela, neither of us are normal people, but fine. Yes, Fur is as drunk as a metaphorical skunk, and
Hey!
comes just embrace who you are in this moment, Fur, to be easier.
But I don't stink!
See,
Debatable.
Hey!
I fear we might all stink in our own way. That's yes. I think she just needs a bit of water and a cooked breakfast. I suppose she'll be fine. But anyway, yes, we were just sort of sitting here enjoying a drink. That we came across a drink. We came across the road. Some pretty good stuff, actually.
Mev, Mev like looks around at the scene before them, and I think she sees the bottle of Arizarian Oasis. She's like, "Oh shit! Where the fuck did we get this?"
A couple of smugglers were trying to sojourn it away into a dead drop we stumbled across.
Fuck yeah. We haven't opened it yet.
No,
No, we're selling it. We're selling it. We're selling it.
we're
Mev.
selling
We're
them.
selling it.
Yes,
Nevalair.
they're worth a lot of
What?
money.
What? What?
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I think Aki's right, and we should all go to bed.
She looks at the bottle. Do we have more of this?
I got some shit ones.
Yes, the smugglers seem to have had a few genuine articles of actual what's it called again? Not Arizarian Oasis, but the vast majority of them were intentionally masqueraded bottles of cheaper alcohol and with the Arizarian label slapped on.
It's a bait and switch scam. Yeah.
Yes, a switch and bait. Yes.
If this is our only bottle, why the fuck wouldn't we drink it? I mean, I know it's a lot of money, but like, frankly, what does this go for? 20, maybe 30 gold.
Exactly, that can buy lots of alcohol.
Yeah, but this is special and like pretty fucking hard to. You know what? She looks at Havelock. We should save it for your birthday. Your birthday is only in like fucking 6 days.
Yeah.
Frankly, if we had more of this, I would do like what the fuck the whoever the fuck those people were, and I would switch out one of the bottles with like shit so that we can keep one. And then, you know, we would just have it for your birthday. It would be like an extra.
Havelock smiles and pulls Mev into a hug. Look at you go, you're so fucking smart. You just said your own plan twice.
Did I say this before?
Yeah, you did. This was your
Yes.
idea in the first place.
It was to keep one bottle for ourselves to enjoy and the rest to sell.
Then why the fuck is this out right now?
Because we drinking the counterfeit
Well, if it
things to get
is-
it going, and then the main event would be the actual stuff.
What if I was to keep it for... Do we have multiple bottles of this?
We can keep this one bottle for later. We can. Only if you go to sleep.
Mev is so fucking confused right now.
Bev,
Fuck.
essentially this,
Okay.
what you're looking at right now, is the only bottle for drinking. Is that clear?
So we have more.
Yes. But they are better for us if they
If
are
we sell
sold
them.
to the highest bidder in Port Honor.
She thinks about this. But we were going to drink this one tonight.
Yes.
Fuck, I was totally going to switch out one of the bottles. This is almost like her telling on herself, because she doesn't remember now.
Yeah. It's like
I was totally going to switch out one of these.
you were,
Like-
were you?
She looks at Havelock with like, she thinks this is so fucking funny now. Yeah, I mean, if we were going to drink this tonight, why the fuck wouldn't I keep like a bottle for Havelock's birthday? Like, obviously that would have occurred to me. I was totally. She looks at Havelock. I was totally going to swindle all of these guys.
Yeah, I
That-
know, Mev.
That sounds
I
like a
know.
good way for us to receive some pretty severe comeuppance if we did that.
People do it all the time, like
And
especially in
people
Port
get
Honor.
stabbed all of the time.
Hey, selling bad drinks to like, you know, shitty rich people who can afford it anyways is different from stabbing someone.
It's still deceitful. I disagree with it.
People who buy this shit and she holds up, you know, the drink. People who buy this shit don't have to fucking worry about like getting another bottle. Unless it's someone that's like, you know, that never ever had this in their life clearly, and this is a really special occasion. And by that point, you can fucking tell. Which then, that makes you a shitty person if you can tell and you swindle them. But
Right,
like
so-
selling this to a rich fuck,
By your
Fuck them.
okay, so by your argument, this is only okay if we sell it to an arsehole.
if we sell it to a rich person. And I guess an asshole, yes.
Yes, those those are not mutually exclusive.
I'm sorry, Aki. I mean this in the most loving way possible. Fuck the rich.
I mean, you've been trying for a while, haven't you?
Fair enough. Not how I mean it though.
But yes, I realize. In fact, probably the biggest learning curve I've had this whole expedition together is just what a yawning chasm of an anus people like me are.
She looks at Havelock. Well, I guess it's good that we didn't drink this, because then, you know, I don't have to switch stuff out.
You were going to do that and actually tell us that was your plan, right?
She thinks.
That's not the kind of thing you would have sort of slipped under the table, was it?
Well, I mean, I can't say now. I don't know. But, probably not. I probably would have, like, kept it a surprise to, like, not spoil Havelock's birthday. Shit! That's totally what I just did.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
Mev's not got her head on straight.
It's all right. I mean, by this way now we know if we accidentally start a bar brawl against us, we now know what will cause it.
Well, I mean, I'm not doing it now. God, that would have been such a good idea.
Well, I mean, in that case, if it's only just 20 gold in each, then we sell. Then the one we keep, we set to one side for Havelock's birthday. We don't sell that one, but we keep it with us.
Well, yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's this bottle now.
So we're not drinking that one tonight.
No. That's what you guys said. You guys said that.
All right.
Now, clearly, I don't. I kind of hear it now. I do not have myself put together right now. So
you-
yeah, I think I'm gonna go lay down. And
Yes.
Fur should do.
Yes, a good night's sleep can do wonders.
Fur's already dozed off.
Out she goes. Bed
Um,
time.
all right. Ah.
I see.
Fuck.
So,
Mevela, would you like an escort to your accommodation?
It looks like she's about to say, like, I know where my tent is, and then she kind of realizes she doesn't. She looks around for her tent.
Aki sort of, seeing you now looking around, when before you knew damn well where it was.
Yeah. I mean,
Aki
she's
sort
the
of-
one that set everything up.
Aki stands up, just gives her a warm smile, and just goes, "Come on, take my arm." I know,
Right.
I know the way. And Aki will walk Mev to her tent.
Yep.
okay. So, just because I'm very conscious of time right now,
Yep.
Mev,
That's why I tried to wrap it up.
Yep. Mev, you are escorted to your tent by Aki, and you just sort of lay down in, on your bedroll and such, and drift off. I imagine somebody carries Fur to where she set up her shelter, rather than leave her just sleeping right by the fire. And we shall go over potential watches and such next time,
actually-
because we shall call it good for this session.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
Oh, it's a performance roll for there, Ed.
No, that was me checking because I was thinking of to help sort of Mev's mind and try to like ease her into sleep. I might have tried to sing my mum's lullaby.
I feel like Mev would just tell you to, like, go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Aki's not a good singer.